Yay, it's Bike Fishing Friday, so that means today's video is going to be about something fly fishing or bike fishing related, and specifically we're going to look at the Loon Rogue Quick Draw Forceps. It's a unique spin on one of the essential tools that you need with you when you're out on the river. Find out what I think in this video. Welcome back, Pathless Peddlers, and if you're new to the channel, if you're looking for information and inspiration about bike travel, bike touring, bike packing, and bike fishing, then definitely subscribe. This channel is for you. So last Bike Fishing Friday, I released a video around the essential tools that I bring with me on every fishing outing. In this video, I'm going to dive in a little deeper onto one specific tool, the hemostat. I'm going to take a closer look at the Loon Rogue Quick Draw Forceps. The Quick Draw Forceps is a relatively new release and adds a unique feature to the age-old hemostat that I can't believe hasn't been added there before. So jumping right in, the Rogue Quick Draw Forceps has a very tool-like feel. The finish on the working end itself is kind of this very understated matte black finish. It's got a fairly short plier area as well as a little scissor area, which you can use to cut tippet, leader, fly line, or even trim off some elk hair on your fly if you need to. There's also a pointy hook cleaner, which is out of the way most of the time so you don't accidentally poke yourself. Looking at the handle, this is where things get interesting. It's got a kind of almost truck bed-like coating. It's got a little bit of a rough rubberized texture, which makes it perfect for cold and wet weather. And perhaps the biggest game-changing feature on this hemostat is that it's got a built-in carabiner. How this has never been included in a hemostat before is beyond me. So it makes this hemostat super convenient to use, convenient to clip onto anything, a belt loop, strap on your wader, or you can even dangle it off your bike packing seat bag. That's some next level bike dangle right there. So that's it for the overall features overview. Let's go into the things I like and dislike about this hemostat from Loon. First big like clearly is the carabiner. I think this is a game changer in terms of not losing a hemostat every couple months. I also like that if you're wearing clothing or have a jacket on with kind of a sensitive fabric, typically you would use the actual jaws itself to kind of lash onto things to hang off of. But sometimes that pressure can actually tear the material or cause it to fray. With the carabiner option, it gives you a more fabric-friendly way to attach the carabiner to your person. But beyond that, it gives you the option to attach it to any number of bags that you might have that aren't fishing specific, that don't have a specific place for you to clamp on the jaws. So anywhere there's a loose D-ring, strap, buckle, what have you, you can attach your hemostat to. Another big like is that it gives you all the things that you'd want in a hemostat. You've got a good set of forceps in the front, a little scissor section in the middle, and of course a hook cleaner. And lastly, another thing I really like on this hemostat is that texturized rubberized grip, which makes it easier to grasp onto when your hands are wet or when it's cold outside. But it's not all sunshine and roses. There are two minor things that I hope Loon will kind of address or at least think about in future iterations of this hemostat. So the first dislike is that I feel the hemostat overall is a little bit on the short side. I'm used to using longer hemostats, which lets you really go into a fish's mouth in case they're deeply hooked. But also there's a little bit more real estate on the longer hemostats between the plier end and the scissors. I find with shorter hemostats like the Rogue, it's really easy to accidentally cut your tippet as you're trying to remove a fly out of a fish's mouth. So a little bit more distance between the plier and the scissor would be an awesome addition. And the second dislike is I can appreciate the matte black coating and the black rubberized grips to prevent glare, but that makes it super easy to lose, especially if you fish early in the morning or late in the evening. It's really easy to kind of misplace these hemostats because they are so blacked out. Case in point, I actually lost these hemostats for an entire day. I was fishing on the river, and when I got home, I realized that they were just gone. I went out to the river the next day, and thankfully they were still there. They were beneath a foot deep of water, but I feel like if the handle was brighter or if the hemostat was a polished stainless, then I would have noticed a lot quicker if it had gone missing. So that's it really for my dislikes. Overall, I really like this tool. It might be my favorite hemostat so far that's in the tackle box rotation, but I do hope Loon improves on the design and offers a longer version as well as one with a colored handle, say using that iconic Loon yellow. So what do you guys think? Have you guys used the Loon Rogue Quick Draw hemostat? Is it something that you guys are interested in? If you guys have any other specific questions, leave those in the comments below. And if you liked this video and found it useful, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.